Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back once again after a long pause to the Tommy John Show. I am your host, Tommy Lane, alongside my partner in crime, Johnny Michaz, and always the fan favorite, gruesome Gavin Delaney.
Hey now.
So, we're finally back.
Oh yeah, feels good to be back.
It's been a while.
Good to be back.
Yeah, we took a few weeks off, obviously getting back into work, and this is believe it or not, this is a part-time job, eventually a full-time job, but
for now part-time.
Part-time job, and the support we're getting, Johnny, is absolutely terrific.
Yeah. Keep liking, keep subscribing, keep commenting. We appreciate everything.
Absolutely, and like you said, you can follow us on Instagram, follow us on Twitter, Facebook. You know the drill. We've said this countless of times. And enough chitter chatter about the Tommy John Show. Let's get into the world of sports. So, Gav, let's take this podcast for a ride. What's on the menu?
First of all, glad to be back with you guys.
Absolutely.
As usual. One of the biggest things in sports has happened since God knows when. And that was UFC's Fight Island. They've been talking about Fight Island for a very long time. For those that don't know, the concept of a UFC event held on Yas Island in Abu Dhabi has been floating around for, it feels like years now. But probably it's pretty much since the coronavirus outbreak, people have been really wanting to see this Fight Island. And the UFC fans and actually sporting fans around the world finally got their gift last Saturday as UFC went all the way out east to Abu Dhabi for UFC 251.
Well, Gav said it all.
Yep.
There was a lot of talk about this Fight Island.
Very hyped.
And the longest time, we didn't even know what the deal was with Fight Island. Is it true? Is it not true? Mm-hmm. People thought Dana and the UFC were just going to dump a ton of sand in the middle of the ocean, international waters, and put an octagon in it, and let's have some fights. Then talk came up about it's going to be off the coast of Florida. We're like, oh, that's a weird one.
Yeah, it's
and then we finally, an option that Dana liked was Abu Dhabi. They've done Abu Dhabi events in the past. Khabib's last fight was in Abu Dhabi, if I'm not mistaken, against Dustin Poirier. So Dana loves going back to Abu Dhabi. So it didn't surprise me. But what I thought was going to happen is there's just going to be an octagon on the beach, and that's what the pictures were like the first few days. But then, obviously, they put a tent over, some AC, so the fighters won't pass out on the beach. So, we all watched the fights. What did we all think?
Well, like you said, everyone was a little disappointed, because you see the promos, and all we see is this big octagon on the beach, right? Yeah. Beautiful sunset in the background. It was amazing. And then we get to the event, and it's just like this big black tent, with an octagon in the middle and all these lighting fixtures and screens. And then you were like, okay, a little disappointed, but it makes sense. I mean, imagine you're a UFC fighter and you're fighting in the heat, in the desert heat, all the way out on Yas Island in Abu Dhabi. Tommy, you said it right. These guys would be passing out. I mean, these guys are going 20. If that fight went the distance in the humidity out there, I mean, these guys are passing out easily. So it's good that it was in the AC tent, but a little disappointed. But nonetheless, 3 amazing fights.
Yeah, the card was stacked, obviously. Even so, originally it was supposed to be Gilbert Burns and Kamaru Usman for the welterweight title. And then Burns gets COVID.
Happens
so Dana
a lot
was
nowadays.
Yeah. So Dana was put in a tough spot. Then next thing you hear is Jorge Masvidal is going to fight. And that's the fight we all wanted, I think.
Right.
Nothing against Gilbert Burns. He's a tremendous fighter. But everyone wanted Masvidal.
Yeah, Usman and Masvidal is the way bigger headline than Burns
no
and
question.
Masvidal. Yeah,
the only other fight maybe would have been Conor. That would have been bigger than Masvidal. That's the only fight in the UFC that would have been bigger for Usman. And Conor, like you said, retired.
Yeah.
Brackets.
Well, for now.
Yeah. But, so everyone was stoked. But he only had 6 days notice. That's not a lot. That's less than a week.
Not a lot at all.
Albeit all these fighters are in training. They're in camps, constantly training. It's just, when you know you have a fight coming up, you train a bit differently.
Right, you prepare for that fighter. Right?
Yeah, you eat differently for the weight cut and everything. It's a whole different. It's not football where you can just jump right in.
Right.
So, I thought Masvidal was gonna conserve or prolong it. We know what I mean. Conserve his energy.
Yeah.
Because if he goes all out for one round, he hasn't been training as much. Well, he said he was training. Like we said, it's hard to train. We got to think. So he has 6 days. And in that 6 days, he had to go from Miami to Nevada to Vegas to get tested. Then he had to fly from Las Vegas to Abu Dhabi, which is halfway around the world.
Yeah, that's a far flight.
Then when he has to get there, he has to lose 21 pounds in 6 days. So then you can't even train in those time because you have to fly over, which is, I don't even want to know how long that flight is. It must be
it's at least a day. Like
Yeah.
in terms of total flight to Nevada and then there, it's at least a day of
It's
travel.
ridiculous.
Yeah. And so you lose a day there. Then you have to do testing. Then you have to do media. Then you have to do all these things. So he didn't have a whole lot of time to train.
Right.
And the fight played out the way most people thought. You know, Usman dominated for the majority of the fight. But I feel like this loss doesn't do much to Masvidal, considering just took it on 6 days.
If you look at the circumstances of it, it's not as much of a hit versus if he had like 4 months prepared.
Yeah.
You know, even 5 or anything, right?
Yeah.
There is a silver lining about taking a fight on short notice because there's not much you can lose, right? You can only win.
Very true.
If he knocks the guy out, he becomes one of the best fighters of all time because he just
If Masvidal won that fight on 6 days notice.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But obviously, taking a fight on there's a lot of risk. I mean, you're not in the best. You're not in your perfect. Obviously,
Right.
you should always, if you're an athlete, you should always try to be in the best shape. But with COVID and everything going around, you're probably not in mid-season form. But like I said, there's not much to lose. Like if you get schlepped, guys gonna say, well, he couldn't really. He had 6 days. And if he wins, oh my God, he's one of the best fighters of all. He took down the champ in 6 days,
I think
So
Usman was saying it was hard for him to win the weekend because even if
it's a good point.
If he loses, you lost to Masvidal in 6 days, and if he wins, you beat Masvidal in 6 days.
Yeah, it's like, well, don't get too happy here. This guy was off the couch, you know. So that's a good point.
So what we have, this welterweight division is absolutely stacked. I mean, there's so many contenders. So people were thinking, well, let's do the fight for real now. Like, give Masvidal...
have a rematch.
Have a rematch right away. Problem is that ties up the title for a long time between two guys.
Yeah.
And then Gilbert Burns is ranked number 1. Colby Covington is right there. Leon Edwards. There's so many contenders. There used to be Woodley, but I think the Woodley lost the... Even Woodley, if he gets a win or two, he's right back in it. So... What I think, and I think what I proposed the night of the fight, and Dana said that's what he'd like to do, would be Burns Usman for the title in late this year or in October, they were saying. And then you have Colby fight Masvidal. And the winners fight each other for the title.
So we could very well have Usman Masvidal again.
I think we'll have Usman Masvidal.
Seems like that's
I don't think it's over like that. Yeah. I mean, he said he will be back stronger. After the fight. He was like, I'll be back. That's all you can say. I mean, the fight 6 days. What are you going to do? You know, you're not going to pout.
Yeah,
you lost.
You got to move on.
You got to move on. But he'll be back. And I don't doubt that.
So let's say Jorge fights Colby. And let's say Usman fights Burns. Colby's a tough fight for Usman. For Jorge. It is. And I know a lot of people see Colby Covington's antics, him wearing the MAGA hat, him trash talking all the time, he even likes, Dana even says he wears like outlandish suits. He wears like green and orange suits just to stick out.
Right. He's a heel.
Exactly. And take that aside, he's an amazing fighter. A really amazing fighter. Mm-hmm. So that's not an easy fight for Masvidal. I think he wins. But it could be a tricky fight. And I think Burns and Usman, while Burns isn't the biggest name in the UFC by any means, he's a tremendous fighter. We saw what he did to Tyron Woodley a few months ago. I mean, so that welterweight division is absolutely stacked at the minute, Johnny.
Yeah, I agree. It's the both fights are going to be fantastic to watch, and I think we're going to enjoy watching them. But I just can't see betting against Usman or Masvidal in either of those fights.
Yeah, but in a full, if let's say, I love doing the hypotheticals. They each have a full training camp. Mm-hmm. How do you see the fight going? Any differently?
I still feel it. I still feel like it's going the same way.
You feel like Usman's going to dominate for 5 rounds?
I think so. Well, maybe
not
dominate.
I wouldn't say dominate.
But I still see him winning.
But what I was surprised, I was happy to see from Masvidal was that his wrestling looked way better in this fight. I know Usman dominated. It was hard to take positives from the fight. his wrestling looked way better. I found he stuffed some takedowns.
Yeah.
He didn't get submitted, and he looked to have some good bottom position. So obviously his boxing's his bread and butter. We saw what he did to Till. We saw what he did to Ben Askren.
That wasn't even boxing. That was his knee.
That was just pure out of this world.
That was just, you know what? That was his confidence and luck.
Yeah. But you saw him training for the Askren knockdown.
Exactly. That's why there was a bit of luck in there.
There's a bit of strategy, too, because I think he knew he was going to go low.
Because you see, if you watch Askren's fight, it's not like this guy's mixing it up. He's a wrestler. You're not going in there, he might hit me with a kick. No. He's a wrestler day in and day out. And so if you watch his fights, it was the same thing against Lawler. The second the fight starts, he goes in for a double leg. So you're like, okay, you know what? I'm going to put my money on this guy going for a double leg versus me. Why not throw a little knee in there, Make him pay for it. And he did make him pay for it by putting him to sleep instantly. So.
And then the last fight we saw him against was Diaz, and he looked amazing in the Diaz fight.
He did.
But so when he's standing up with people, probably the best in the UFC.
Exactly, for sure.
He's him and Connor. Him and Connor, when they're just standing up. They're the two best. For sure. But when you have a guy like Kamaru Usman who's just great at everything, it's tough. Because Usman can stay enough on the feet to close the distance. Right. And then when he closes the distance, his wrestling
he can break it down.
Is on another level. So, Gav, would you see full training camps? Does the fight go the same way?
Full training camp, I mean, like you said, Usman, he's just well-rounded in every aspect of the sport. So it's kind of hard. But Masvidal, I mean, we saw what Masvidal did to Diaz. Diaz was coming off one of the best performances of his career versus Pettis. Mm-hmm. He looked unstoppable, and then Masvidal made him look like an amateur. So when he's on his game, he's a BMF too. We know that. Mm-hmm. So if you put Masvidal versus Usman, both with a full training camp, I think it's a much different fight. I think it's a lot more on the feet than you'd expect because I think Masvidal would really be working on his takedown defense. And I don't really know. I mean, it's definitely going the distance, but I could see it going either way, really.
Why didn't they put the BMF title on the line last weekend?
It was a gimmick.
I think it's more like a one-time thing.
Yeah, I think The Rock must perform. He was probably promoting Jumanji or whatever. So.
Because I was stoked. I'm like, all right, BMF on the line. Dana's like, no, it's not on the line. So I guess it was just a one-time.
Yeah, I think it was a one-time. I mean,
I feel like if Conor were to fight him, it would be on the line.
It was definitely cool, but Usman, he's not the BMF. That's just not who he is,
Yeah.
He's Marty. Marty's a great guy.
Yeah, Marty. Yeah, Ben Askren, a name for everyone. George and Marty.
I've been seeing a lot of guys I think Dana called him George too once.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, it's Jorge. Come on, it's Jorge. I know it's
English.
The Hispanic.
Well, Ben Askren's UFC career wasn't long. It was one of the most entertaining 6 months ever. He was on a million podcasts and. Even at the press conferences, calling the best fighter in the world, arguably, Kamaru Usman, calling him Marty straight to his face.
We don't know why.
Wearing sandals to the press. We still don't know why he called him Marty.
The funniest thing, I was listening to, I don't know, there was some vlog that Ben Askren was in, and he was saying one day I just went barefoot for a year. And I was like, what? And he's like, I just walked around barefoot and didn't wear shoes for a year. And I was like, why?
That's pretty,
why would
something.
you? That's just Ben Askren, He's the kind of guy to not wear shoes for a year and still live in Ohio where shoes are pretty necessary.
Yeah, that's pretty dangerous, honestly. No shoes for a year.
That's who he is, man. He gets knees to the forehead and doesn't wear shoes. I don't know what to tell
Was that before or after the knee?
That was before, yeah. After the knee, he wears boots.
Yeah, the knee made Masvidal a superstar. Because Askren was pretty well known. After he beat Lawler and him at the press conferences, it's just social media blows everything up now, right? So Askren was relatively well known.
That clip, that 5-second clip of him kneeing him in the face was everywhere. Everywhere.
It ended his career.
Yeah, for sure.
He took a fight.
It ended Askren's career, but Masvidal it took him to another level. A year ago, we still knew Masvidal. People thought him as a journeyman. He's been in the UFC a long time, wins some fights, loses some fights, but he's a top 10 guy.
But then
then he beat Darren Till, who's a top guy, and then you knock out Askren in 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Masvidal's 35.
Yeah, he's 35.
He's on his way out.
That's old, man.
I don't know. It's hard to tell.
I mean, he's got, as we can see, he's probably got
Anderson
4 years
Silva's
left,
still fighting.
5 years left. But Anderson Silva's an anomaly. George St. Pierre looked like he was 50 when he fought in his last fight, and he was, 35 maybe.
Yeah.
Obviously, he still.
You can still
kick
go
his ass,
35. Like Masvidal looks in great shape. I know he takes care of his
like I
body.
said, he does not look like a 35.
I think after 35, it's all downhill. Because, like, they have a short lifespan. Well, this is MMA, though. Football's different. Right?
Well, if you look at boxing, Mayweather fought until his late 30s.
But boxing's, it's less
when
like
you're as
violent
dominant when you're as good defensively as Mayweather, he could fight when he's 70. Like his shoulder rolls and his head movement.
Obviously.
I feel like you get hit more in MMA, too, though. Like, more harder, different ways.
Different ways to get heads, and it's all over your body. It's your shins, it's everywhere.
Elbows hurt more than padded gloves.
No, I'm not saying that. But there's a lot of guys, like Mike Tyson fought pretty late in his career. Look at Evander Holyfield, fought late into his career. All these guys.
Mike Tyson is fighting a shark for Shark Week. Fighting a great white shark.
Oh, yeah?
50-year-old Mike Tyson is fighting a great white shark.
Do you see how good he looks?
He looks amazing. Jacked. He's insane.
That's the other thing when we're talking about fighting and stuff. You said he looks 35, and he looks that good. Mike Tyson's 53, and people are talking about can he fight for the heavyweight title?
Can he make a comeback? Yeah.
I mean, so
with
the nutrition these days and the shape, you can be in a great shape when you're 80.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you're going to fight when you're 80, but now with these new diets, you're seeing careers in all aspects of sports.
Longer and longer, yeah.
So 35 is a new 25, looks like in the UFC, because I'm surprised there's a lot of guys.
Are
up 30. Like McGregor turned like 32 or something this week.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, he's getting.
Or 30. Yeah, 32, 31. He's in that age group.
Yeah, he's past 30, but I think he's mid 30s yet.
Yeah, so that's not young, but he ain't old.
Right. It's like I find like it's old in terms of like sports.
Yeah.
But
it's an old. Exactly. If you said you're 35 and you're retiring, you're like, what?
Yeah,
Did you win the lottery? But if you're 35 in MMA, you're like, geez, you must have some good defense, man. I'm telling you.
And there's other fights too. Max Holloway fought.
That co-main event, Volkanovski versus Holloway.
I thought Max won.
I agree.
I thought Max won, but they gave it to the champ Volkanovski. I thought Max got two knockdowns, but that was enough to secure the fight. The last round, it did go Volkanovski's way. The last two, I think, went Volkanovski's way. I still thought the first three were clearly Max Holloway's, but our opinion doesn't matter. It's just the three judges scoring the contest.
Very true.
Ben Askren had a good. I'm bringing up Ben Askren again. Because he does a lot of like analyzing and fights. On his Instagram post, he said like it's not necessarily like the judge's fault. It was just the way the system. It's like it's very hard. It's so hard to have a dominant victory. Like if you lose a round and win a round, I don't know exactly what he said, but he had some good points. But like I thought for sure Holloway won that.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, it's kind of hard. Like we saw this with the draw, Fury and Wilder. Yeah, it's kind of hard to knock a guy. Yeah, the first one. It's kind of hard to knock a guy down and lose a fight. That's why.
I thought Fury clearly won.
Yeah, exactly.
Wasn't even close. But the two knockdowns.
Yeah, the two knockdowns I think did it for me, as well as the first three dominant rounds from Holloway. Obviously, the last one went Alex's way, and so did the fourth. But like. That wasn't enough to...
The fourth was a closer round.
The fourth was very close.
So I could see judges giving it to Volkanovski, and they did, because Volkanovski won the fight.
Yeah.
But even Dana at the press conference said, raise your hand if you had Volkanovski win the fight. I don't think anyone had Volkanovski win the fight. I think everyone had Holloway.
I had Holloway. I was surprised. I was very surprised.
Yeah, but again, it's not our decision. And Peter Yan is the new bantamweight champion.
Yeah, that was a dominant performance
over Jose Aldo.
Jose Aldo, love him, but there was that 13-second fight against McGregor that kind of brought.
Well, for people who don't know, I know we're talking with UFC for a while, but Aldo was the baddest man on the planet, undefeated in over a decade, and steps in with this guy from Ireland named Conor McGregor, who was an underdog in that fight. And people are like, McGregor's the biggest trash talker. He needs to back it up against Aldo. Knocked him out in 13 seconds. And that changes a fighter. That changes you. And it has happened. Like, if you look at Aldo's last few fights, obviously he's fought the cream of the crop. I'm not taking that away from him, but he fought Max twice. He lost both of them. He lost his last fight before this one, which we thought he won. But that's why Dana gave him the title shot. And then against Peter Yan, looks like he had no business being in the octagon with him. Yeah. He had some good leg kicks here and there.
He had some good shots in there, but he just got pummeled, manhandled. I think it was second round. I think it was third round, but anyway.
It was deep. I think it was 4. It was in the championship rounds, I think. But yeah, it was a great fight. by Peter Yan. And the UFC champions are so dominant right now. Like, Peter Yan's lost once. You know, Volkanovski's lost once. Khabib hasn't lost. Usman's lost once. Like, these guys are unbelievable.
No, yeah.
Adesanya hasn't lost.
What was the
John
saying?
Jones
What was
lost once.
There was a stat that was
and now he got disqualified. That's how he lost.
There was a stat. All the champs so far, I think they have a combined. If you combine all their records, I think it's 7 losses. I think
that's pretty insane.
It's
and
one of the most.
Stipe has 3.
Yeah, Stipe had like the most added losses,
3.
and he has 3.
When you think about
That's
it,
crazy.
John Jones has a loss, but it was a disqualification.
Does that count as a loss?
It counts a loss in your record, but like
he didn't.
Really.
You can still go down as undefeated.
But they're trying to change that decision
Really?
to a no contest.
I see that. I mean, it was a flurry of elbows. One of them was a 12-6. Obviously, rules are rules. I mean, MMA, you got to keep it safe. You can't do illegal. You can
guys
kill a guy.
Really hurt.
You kill a guy, yeah. So they have to keep a tight ship there. You can't be too lenient on stuff like that. So I think it was a long time ago, spilled milk, really. But like the ref made his call, But I didn't know they were trying to overturn it. That's interesting.
Yeah, and remember. John's like, well, we can run it back, and the guy's like, no, we don't have to. It's good.
The guy's 50 now.
I mean, I forget who he lost to.
The guy was like he was getting pumped.
It wasn't even.
He was getting pumped. He was if he threw a few more clean shots in there, the fight was over, and it was just 12-6, and the guy was like, the 12-6. It wasn't the final blow. It wasn't the blow that really knocked him out. And the ref was like, can you go on? And this guy, honestly, he deserved an Oscar. He was like, ugh. And the ref just called it right away, So, but it was an illegal move. I'm not gonna argue with that.
No, that happened a long time ago. But that's John Jones' only loss. So these champions are so dominant in the UFC, and the contenders are great. It's just a great time to be an MMA fan, and also a great time for MMA in general.
There's getting a lot of
nothing
attention.
else on. There's nothing else on.
Exactly. MMA is definitely profiting from the COVID.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
but sorry, go for it.
I'm looking forward to all the other events on Fight Island because we got some crazy next few weeks.
There was one yesterday.
There was one yesterday.
Wednesday.
My boy from Boston, Calvin Cater, won.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a great time for the UFC. They're doing 2 cards a week, which is insane. And I'm looking forward to what the UFC has and hopefully some mega fights coming. I know we got DC Miocic 3.
Oh, that's big.
Next month.
Which
is just going to be insane.
I'm excited for that.
We'll do our early fight predictions next podcast.
Is that Fight Island as well?
I'm not sure. I think it was
is.
the Apex. It could be.
I hope so, honestly.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to that, and I'm also looking forward to the NFL season.
Oh yeah.
Which is scheduled to be starting.
Right. It should be on time.
Everything's so far. It's on pace to start
for now.
And we've been off the last few weeks, but maybe the biggest news in sports this summer happened. Patrick Mahomes signing the biggest contract in North American sports history. 10 years, $450 million, and with incentives, could go up to over $500 million to $503 million. So, I'll spin it on you. The $500 million question,
it's
Johnny.
mind-boggling to think.
The $500 million question. Because that's what they gave him.
Mm-hmm.
Is he worth it?
Oh, for sure. I think he's for sure worth it. I think he's the face of the team. He's the future of the franchise. I think he
the present too.
And the president. Yeah, I think he wanted the money. I think he deserved the money. And I think they did it was a good decision paying him when they did.
But in football, I get the $45 million a year, which is going to be against what he's going to get. But I'm surprised the 10 years.
No, I think that
especially in football.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that. It seems a lot of uncertainty, right?
It seems like a baseball.
Exactly.
Baseball contract to me.
But I think I don't think teams want like a Dak Prescott situation, where they don't want their young quarterback holding out and want more money, so they're just trying to lock him down. I'm Patrick Mahomes. I'm signing that deal in a heartbeat, right?
Well, he's secure for the rest of his life. That's for damn sure. And they've got him. So he's got 2 years left on his rookie deal, and then he's got the 10 years. So he's under contract with the Chiefs for 12 more years.
That's the rest of his career and more, maybe.
I don't know. Maybe that would take him to like 36. So if you want, you can still play 36,
it depends,
37.
It depends how good he is, how in shape he stays.
But that's his prime. That's his.
Yeah, all his good years are gonna be on Kansas City.
So we were talking before. How do we know? 12 years from now, we're gonna look back and say, was the contract worth it, or is it gonna be an Ilya Kovalchuk contract where you sign forever for a lot of money, and you look back and think, what are you thinking? How many Super Bowls or MVPs think Mahomes has got to win?
MVPs or Super Bowls?
Well, both.
Oh, how many does he have to win? Okay, let's see.
How many Super Bowls think he's got to get to say, you know what, he's worth? If the contract was worth it.
I'll say excluding the next 2 years, because we'll start with the 10 years when the contract kicks in, right? Mm-hmm. I say you got to have at least 3.
At least 3 wins.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah,
at
least 3 Super Bowls.
At least 3 wins. At least 5 appearances.
Yeah, I
to justify.
So he's got to go 50% of the time.
Yeah, you're paying him $500 million. Like, you're not messing around here.
Yeah, I agree with that.
You know, but 3 wins. I think
5 appearances is a lot.
What's 2 more than he loses twice?
Yeah,
wins 3. 5 is a lot, but $1 billion, $500 million.
Right, it's a lot of money. I don't think it's completely like.
I said he has to win. I just said he has to win 2 more Super Bowls in 10 years, and he's worth it.
Okay. I feel like 1 every 5 years is not a lot, though, right?
Because I think the Patriots kind of clouded what reality is. Mm-hmm. Going to 9 Super Bowls in 18 years is not realistic. No. It's not.
Yeah, that's a good point.
We're never going to see that again. Well, ever. Maybe with the $500 million contract. Who knows? But prior to the Patriots, in a salary cap era, we never saw a team go 50% of the seasons they played over 18 years, they're in a Super Bowl. So every second year, over 2 decades, the Patriots are in the Super Bowl. That's mind-blowing.
Yeah, it shows how dominant they were, right? But
I feel like that's the standard now.
But I feel like the one thing throughout that whole 18 years, the one mainstay was Tom Brady. And I think that, well, obviously,
Belichick, we're Brady over Belichick, but
obviously. But I don't know. I think that Patrick Mahomes is going to have that same effect. I think he could turn that team into a dynasty.
Well, I feel like a dynasty is 3.
And 3 in how many years?
I don't know. If you get 3 over 10, you're. I don't say you're a dynasty, but that's.
I feel that's borderline dynasty. 3 over 10.
I feel like if he gets 2 more, he gets 2 more, and he has 3 Super Bowls.
3 total.
You can say he's worth it. I think so. Yeah. He's going to win MVPs. It's going to happen.
I feel like the Super Bowls are more important than the MVPs, though.
Well, let's say he has Dan Marino's career for the next 12. He doesn't win. He goes to 2 Super Bowls, loses both of them, but he has 1 million passing yards and MVPs. You'd say he's worth it.
Not worth it. Doesn't matter about the stats if you don't get the wins. Wow. I'm just saying, you give this guy $500 million. For sure, I would. You give him $500 million, you get no rings. Come on.
He got you a ring when you signed the deal.
But still, that's before the $500 million. You give a guy that much money, you better get something in return.
No, but I'm saying, let's say he has 1 ring now. Mm-hmm. That's why they gave him so much money. Right. If they don't win that Super Bowl, if Shanahan runs the ball, this deal is getting pushed the next season.
Probably, most likely.
So he wins the Super Bowl. And he has an MVP already. It's 2 years. Mm-hmm. Not a bad start.
Pretty good.
The only better start would have if they beat the Patriots the year before and won 2 Super Bowls.
If they won the coin toss, they would have won.
If they win the coin toss, they probably win the game. They win the game.
Yeah.
But it goes to Tom Brady's hands. They lose. So he could have 2. He could.
Theoretically.
Yeah. But he has 1 and an MVP. So they feel like, as they should, we got to lock this guy up. If he just breaks every passing record known to man, which is what everyone thinks he's going to do, you still don't think, he's
like I get. I'm not saying it's not
a bad contract.
I'm not gonna say it's a bad contract. I'm not knocking him if he does get all those accomplishes. Obviously, that's what you want, right? You want guys who throw a lot of yards. You want guys who throw touchdown passes. You want guys who can move.
But you want a guy who can win.
Yeah, exactly. He's 25% of their salary cap for the next 10 years. He better be getting you Super Bowls.
That's true.
Yes, 100%.
That's a lot.
But I'm saying I think he needs to say the deal was a good deal he's got to win like 2 Super Bowls
for it to pay off. For it to pay off.
I think 3 wins, and I like that 5 appearances. I like.
You gotta make the You gotta make the playoffs every year.
Well, the AFC is not that hard anymore.
Yeah, besides the 49ers, like
no, I'm talking the AFC.
Not the 49ers.
Like the Ravens.
Now that the Pats are gone.
Like the Ravens, maybe. Who else? Like Denver's gonna be good in a few years. You know, the Bills are a mystery. The Steelers are always good, and the Browns are the biggest mystery in football.
Yeah, it's true. There's not that much competition in the AFC anymore.
So they could, like you said, 50% of the time they could easily go.
I don't think that's unreasonable to say.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
By the amount of time, but it's going to be interesting because Kelsey, Hill, and those guys are on their late 20s.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, they're going to want a piece of the pie, and then Chris Jones just took up $20 million a year.
Contract.
So they're giving out money everywhere.
Yeah, when their contract comes up, it's gonna be in trouble.
So money talks, right?
Yeah, but I don't know. I still feel like even if they lose all those guys, Hill, Kelsey.
Well, no, it's gonna be a tester. This is where we're gonna see if he's worth it, right?
Yeah.
Because I feel like if you put a few other quarterbacks in Kansas City, you know, they might have a Super Bowl as well.
I don't know. That's tough to say.
There's so much down. They were a perennial playoff team with Alex Smith.
They were.
And obviously Mahomes put them over the top. But
I don't know, I just feel like the quarterback is, quarterback's
the most important.
Exactly. Look what Tom Brady does. Tom Brady, they get some stool bum from lower Boston. They put him on the roster, and he's got 800 yards by the break. It's that's the Tom Brady effect. You have a good quarterback like that. Yeah. That's what they do.
But that's what I'm saying. We have to see if Mahomes can make.
Yeah.
These guys,
right?
Because that's the one thing. Yeah. Brady did it. Peyton did it. Yeah. The greats when they don't. Tom Brady was throwing the Austin Collie at one point.
Who?
Kimbrel Tompkins. Who are these guys?
You're just making names up.
No, you can look up these guys.
That guy's my neighbor, I think.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, the joke is you can take a guy from South Boston or Dorchester, have him for a week, and put him out, and Brady will give him $120 a game.
For sure.
That's just what he does. And that's what Peyton Manning did. So
I was going to see if that's what Patty Mahomes is going to do.
Remember, guys, the deal could be worth $500 million.
It's insane.
Right?
Yeah. $503 million.
I don't know. million.
Here's the thing, though. Go.
No, after you.
I was just going to say, like, you're giving this guy, this 26-year-old kid, a contract.
I think he's younger. I think he's 24.
24, sorry.
Jesus.
A contract worth $500 million. You're saying go play. Before he was playing for pennies. In his first, he was still on his rookie contract, right, or something like that. He was making nothing, and he brought us to a Super Bowl. Obviously, that's nothing for NFL. And now you're giving this in one of the biggest contracts in sports history, if not the biggest.
Biggest in North American.
In North American sports history, is that gonna put a lot of pressure on that kid? Like he's gonna have a quarter of the team's salary cap on his shoulders now. Mm. That's gonna be a lot of pressure to perform. Am I wrong?
Well, I don't know if you guys saw, but there was a video the day after he signed that contract. He was working out in the morning, right? I think he was up at 6 a.m. or something at the gym.
Yeah.
If he continues doing that, as long as he doesn't let it get to his head, he keeps practicing, keeps working out, I think he'll be able to work through it.
I think he has to think, okay, I have to work to deserve this contract, as opposed to, like, he can't act like the money's in the bag already, He
has to earn it.
He can take one snap and he's getting $140 million.
But Mahomes is just... from what I've seen, he's super humble kid. That was when he was making $300,000. We'll see how humble he is when he's making $500 million and he can buy out the Chiefs.
Buy a controlling interest.
Literally, yeah. He can buy Kansas City, I think. We'll see. I'm excited to see how he handles this.
Well, the funny thing is, he can take one snap and get injured and retire. $140 million. Because that's what he's guaranteed.
Yeah, very true.
So he can play one game, fake an injury, saying, that's it, my career is over. $140 million.
If he does that, he'll never be able to show his face.
Oh, no.
Well, he could say, I gave you a Super Bowl. You're welcome.
Well, then they gave you the contract, though.
That's true. That's
taxpayers' money, man. I'm telling you.
Well, yeah. Well,
if he has any season, like average or slightly above or below average, he's going to get crucified by the fans.
Really?
For sure. He's the guy. He's got to be top 5 in the league every year.
Then you're gonna get overrated. All it takes is one season, one subpar season.
Game.
Overrated.
Yeah, for sure.
Forget about it. So like I said,
I think you're forgetting he threw for 5,000
No.
yards
I'm not taking
and 50
anything away.
touchdowns in his first year. He doesn't have to do anything. He can open up a restaurant called Patty Mahomes in Kansas City, and that's all he can do for us with his life, and he'll be financially secure.
I know
he can be terrible for the rest of his career,
but still,
and Kansas City will still love him. I think so.
I don't know.
Yes.
I think that if he gets that big a contract,
you've never been to Kansas City.
He better be the.
No. He got him a Super Bowl though. He got him a Super Bowl.
Still, but then they gave him a Super Bowl, and then they gave him the money. Right now, he's got to give him something back.
But it's not like the fans are writing out.
You're
checks.
right.
They're expecting it.
You're right, but there's a lot of Americans. They freaking love their football, man. And
I'm saying he's a god.
No, he's a god now.
No, but he will
be.
He's
a god
forever,
now. But
forever.
if he blows a game, a big game.
Because right now he's up here.
I don't know, Tommy. He's young, man.
He's got a long way to fall, man.
I agree with John. Obviously, he's got a long way to fall. He has to murder someone, throw 18 interceptions in 3 games, and divorce his pregnant wife.
I have a question.
And then he won't. He will still.
I have a question. Is Dan Marino a hero?
In
Miami?
In Ace Ventura, yes.
Dan Marino didn't sign a $500 million contract.
But it's not the cap's not as big. But at the time, he signed a big contract.
I don't think he
never won a Super Bowl.
You don't think the fans of Miami are disappointed that the great Dan Marino didn't win a Super Bowl?
No,
I'd be disappointed.
I think Dan Marino jersey.
I'd be very disappointed.
I think they're disappointed.
Are you? That's one of the greatest quarterbacks.
No, I know.
Yeah, but he didn't do anything.
He didn't win a Super Bowl.
Yeah, he did.
Well, okay, yeah, obviously
he didn't have great surrounding talent.
He put Miami on the map.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, if he won those 2 Super Bowls, he would be a saint. There'd be churches named after him. There'd be hotels named after him.
Well, guess what Mahomes has that Dan Marino doesn't?
A Super Bowl.
A Super Bowl.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I'm saying he hasn't do anything.
I think the one thing is that I think me and Gavin are on the same page is that he won the Super Bowl before he got the contract. So the Super Bowl isn't really it doesn't really affect how what I'm saying.
Yeah, my point is you said if he stinks for the next 12 years, which he probably won't.
Obviously,
no, he won't.
He won't. Well, let's say he stinks.
Okay.
You think he's gonna be hated by Chiefs fans?
Not hated, but just people are gonna be thinking, what could have been? You're gonna be like, we paid this guy $500 million and he gave us nothing.
I get what could have been.
I don't even think if he sucked. If he had a slightly average season, I think the fans are gonna be disappointed. I think they're gonna want him to be consistently having the best game every week, having the most yards.
They're not bright.
I have a question.
Careful, Gavin.
Well, no, that's just there's a lot of bright football. Look at us. Okay. But
it's a good one.
There's he's got him 1 Super Bowl. The Chiefs haven't won. You gotta remember, the Chiefs haven't won in 50 years.
That's true. He did bring a championship back to.
He did bring in his second year.
State of Kansas.
So he can take it forever. People are gonna be like, "There's the guy who brought us our first Super Bowl in 50 years." And albeit the narrative can change. You could say he's the guy who blew us 5 more Super Bowls, but he got us one, right?
Well, you can say here's the guy who got a Super Bowl. We paid him $500 million and then didn't do anything the rest of his career.
He's a god in Buffalo. They went to 4 straight Super Bowls in a row and they lost every one.
Well, but at least
everyone loves Jim Kelly in Buffalo.
I don't know. I just can't see how you can give a guy that much money, and if he does anything less than be the best in the league, it would not be.
We're not saying he's going to be hated. We're not saying they're going to crucify him in the streets. We're saying he won't be as big if, obviously he brought the first Super Bowl in 50 years. That's huge. We're not downplaying that at all.
Yeah, in 3 years they'll forget that.
So you're saying he has 12 below average bad seasons.
Well, if he has 4 bad seasons, they're gonna find a way.
If he has 1 bad season, you'll see how quickly they forget about that Super Bowl. So I'm thinking that I don't see
you're probably right.
In the past,
that's a good point,
right?
Tony. That's a good point. Yeah, all it takes is 1 bad season. Yeah. ESPN. Oh, let's find someone else. Tommy Lane out of Montreal is throwing. He's got.
I don't know.
Only time will tell. That's the thing.
You think 1 bad year and everyone's gonna be like Mahomes?
I don't know about 1 bad year.
Oh, for sure.
One really bad year. Yeah, but I'd say if it's consistent poor seasons coming out of him. I mean, they've got 12 years, $500 million. If he has 3 really bad seasons, you'll see how quickly.
3, obviously 3. But Johnny said 1 bad.
Johnny said 1.
I think that nowadays people they're so quick to forget everything, and now with everything that happens gets blown up on social media. Imagine he throws 6 picks and
we're going like Nathan Peterman's side of $500 million contract.
Wow.
This is Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah. But that's the thing. Patrick Mahomes.
Patrick.
But you have to expect almost borderline perfection from him. You know what I'm saying?
Which you get a lot of the time.
Obviously, he's gonna have a bad game or two. But if he starts having consistent bad games, you'll see how quickly they forget about the Super Bowl.
But we both think right now, everyone thinks now he's worth every penny.
For sure, right now he is. Yeah,
he's worth every penny, and then some.
For sure.
He could have. There's rumors he could have taken him for more because the new CBA is coming out.
That would have been.
And the Telfish, the new TV deal, is supposed to break every record, and they said the cap's gonna grow like crazy. So he could have waited until the new salary cap came in, and he could have asked for like $60 million a year, and they probably would have given it to him.
I think it's true. I think
if he had a Mahomes season this year, let's say he hadn't signed the deal, and let's say they won the Super Bowl again, he could have asked for $60 million.
Yeah, I think if they should have. I think they gave him a blank check and they said write your number on it and you're good. Yeah. That's what I would do, But
it's the same thing. Like Mike Trout probably was the same thing. Even though Mike Trout hasn't won a World Series.
But he's we've done a lot of other things.
Yeah, baseball is different. Baseball is different though because it's not like it's one. You can't rely on one
it's
guy,
way more team based.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like McDavid, they did the same thing. They slid him a check across the table.
He said,
"What do you want? What's your number?"
Yeah.
I'll have a meal, please, and
$20
a
no
game.
No, Connor. I meant you. No,
Connor. I'm not a waiter, Connor.
Yeah. He's worth it right now.
I'm not arguing with you. Right now, he's 100%
right now at
worth
this
it.
moment. We're all in the same. This is the first time that Tommy John shows agreed.
I'm saying,
but you think if he you think 3 or 2 or less, or 2, 3 or less.
I think honestly, I think 1. Like he's gonna be under so much scrutiny next season. He's gonna have everyone's gonna be talking about Patrick Mahomes every game. It'll be is this $500 million worth it? Did he underperform? Did he overperform? Is he worth 25% of their salary cap? Those are all the he's gonna be bombarded with questions like that week after week after week, right? That's all we're gonna be talking about.
Yeah, and everyone will be thinking like, the guy, look at so and so, he's putting up twice the numbers,
exactly,
and 1/10 of the salary.
Imagine Joe Burrow comes in and I don't know throws 4,000 yards.
The comparisons are gonna be
it would be ridiculous. Yeah. That's why he's such. Right now he's up here. But all it takes a little bit, and they'll just
that's media these days.
That's what it is. Exactly.
I don't know. One bad year, I still think we consider him one of the best.
12 years. Obviously, when he's 36, he's not going to be playing the same as he's 26. No. But like one bad year, 2 bad years now, that's going to hurt
for sure.
It's definitely going to hurt. But
I think if he's anything short of like perfection, he's going to get stepped on.
You're probably right. There's a lot of pressure in Kansas City.
A lot of pressure.
But my point is he's delivered already.
He has, but I still think that, he got the Super Bowl, then they paid him, and now he's got to earn that.
Well, like when LeBron left Cleveland, right? They were burning LeBron jerseys in the street, right? But when he won him a title and he left, there was thank you, Bron, thank you, this.
Exactly. That's how quickly they forget things, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I'm just saying.
Well, he got him a title.
That's like the opposite situation, That's but imagine if LeBron won and then won in his first stint with Cleveland and then left. I think they'd be mad.
I think we're not saying he's not a flash in the pan. Obviously, he's one of the best.
Mahomes?
Yeah.
He's the best in the league right now.
Best in the league right now, and we saw that. And he got the city of Kansas City. The city of Kansas City, a Super Bowl first time in 50 years, and no one's taking that away. So they're like, thank you. What else can you do? We'll give you $500 million.
Exactly.
What else?
$500 billion would be a bit over much. I think that's a bit too much for.
Patrick Mahomes. What's the first thing you buy? I'm gonna buy Tesla. I'm gonna buy Apple. I'm gonna buy Mars.
I'm gonna buy Missouri.
Yeah, I know. And
a football field on the moon.
And Kansas.
Yeah, but what this does now, it resets the market.
Oh yeah.
Because the highest was Russell Wilson, $35 million a year. And then Mahomes signs the mega deal. We'll call it the Mahomes boy deal.
The Mahomes boy deal. I like that.
The Mahomes boy deal was the farm and all the animals and the town next door. It was everything.
The farmer's wife.
Everything and everything is what Mahomes got. He got everything. He got $500 million. But on average, it's $45 million, which is $10 million more than the next guy.
Yeah.
But we have quarterbacks coming up who are young and are going to need new contracts. Lamar Jackson.
Biggest name, Deshaun Watson.
Deshaun Watson.
Deshaun Watson, yeah.
So, what do you feel like is a realistic annual salary for a Deshaun Watson, a Lamar Jackson?
Do you mean like right now, or do you mean like
I say, yeah. Well, like, if after next year.
After next year?
Let's say Mahomes is going to be 45, and we think Mahomes is the cream of the crop, right?
Yeah.
I think that you could expect something probably mid to high 30s. That's what I would probably say for guys like that.
You think Deshaun doesn't get 40?
I don't know. It's tough. Because, like, I find, like, they're very, like, obviously, in terms of skill level, Patrick Mahomes is better. But
and resume, too.
In resume, too, right? Mm. But, I don't know. I find, I don't know. It's tough to say. I don't think they'll hit 40. I think that it's just a little bit more than that. Yeah.
40 is going to be, like, that 40 is going to be that prestigious number right there.
Agree.
That's only for the cream of the crop.
I agree.
Like,
there's one guy, and he's already in mid-40s.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He just jumped. No one was at 40. No one was at high 30s. He just jumped to mid-40s. So,
$10 million jump.
Who's going to hit the 40 next? Who's going to be in the 40 next?
I mean, we'll have to see Joe Burrow, if he has 3, 4, like, if he has 3.
Okay, he's playing, you got to remember, he's playing in Cincinnati.
No, I know.
So it's not like he's the same.
I know.
That's true.
I know. But, like I was just saying, if he friggin' turns it on, man.
He could. He's working his tail off. Like, you remember we were talking about this last time. The coaches are telling him to slow down because he's going too far ahead. But we're saying you should probably speed up.
Yeah.
Follow your quarterback.
Right,
change the way your franchise works.
Let him do the thing he wants.
Exactly.
Stop him. Yeah.
So, Deshaun, I don't know. Will they give him 40?
I can see like 38.
I can see 38.
Yeah.
But 40 is going to be that, like, I have a feeling 40 is going to be the benchmark for, like,
I agree.
Legends.
I agree.
Best of the best.
But Mahomes is 45.
I know. That's why it's.
So I feel like if Deshaun really wants 40, they'll give it to him.
Settle.
Who else are going to pay?
That's true.
You know, I feel like he should get. I feel like 38's enough for him. I don't think he's on the Mahomes level yet.
I can't see anyone else in the league hitting 40. Right? Like the only one I can really imagine is like Lamar Jackson suddenly learns how to throw.
The one who I think could get 40, I think Russell Wilson's worth $40 million a year, but he's already at $35 million a year.
I can see that.
But he already signed last year, so
poor guy. He's like, oh man,
you're Seattle.
Oh man, with
$35 million.
$35 million a year.
Where's our Bentley?
Oh no.
Yeah, but
can't buy an extra Ferrari this year.
We laugh. We're like, oh man, Russell Wilson's only making $35 million a year. Yeah. He only made $130 million guaranteed. Poor Russell Wilson.
Poor guy.
Yeah, but no. He's the only other guy I would say is worth it right now.
I agree with that right now. I agree with that.
He's the only guy who's proven it.
In 5 years though, Daniel Jones. He's gonna hit the 50.
50. Eventually, can you believe this? Eventually, in 10 years, we're going to have a $50 million quarterback.
For sure.
Could be Trevor Lawrence.
Could
be Justin Fields.
Just wait till we have like $500 million guaranteed contract. It's going to be like that soon.
But by the end of our lifetimes.
For sure.
What are they going to get paid? It's getting insane.
It's keep going higher and higher.
Are we going to have $1 billion? We're going to get $1 billion sports contract.
Oh, man.
We just don't know who it's going to be.
I mean, it's probably going to be in soccer.
That's Messi true. And Ronaldo are really up there.
It's going to be soccer first, and then it's going to be maybe like tennis.
Cricket. And
then, it'll be cricket, and then it'll be gladiator. No, I'm kidding. And then it'll be, it's obviously going to be the oligarchy, where there's a lot of money.
Where the oil money.
Oil money, yeah.
It didn't, what's his name? Canelo sound like a massive contract?
It was $400 million for like 11 or 10 fights.
Yeah, and well, I mean, we have,
$40 million
the B word and the B word billion, obviously, billions. It has been thrown around, obviously, before in sports with LeBron James, his $1 billion Nike contract, but that's for a lifetime,
Yeah, that's a lifetime.
So, but until, it's going to be, I'd say maybe 20 years until we see a billion confirmed, like a promise.
The other thing, Messi's contract's coming up with Barcelona, and apparently he doesn't want to go back.
Doesn't want to go back to Barcelona.
So a lot of money from these Arab families who own the oil, right, are buying soccer teams like there's no tomorrow. Right. Seems like every team in the Premier League is being owned by someone who owns an oil company in the Middle East. Saudi prince. It's always these Saudi princes who are buying all these soccer teams.
Well, they got enough money.
So, buy a football team.
Exactly. He could. I want to say he's going to get $1 billion. But what is $1 billion to these guys?
I'd say pocket change.
Pocket change.
$1 billion.
So
for the Saudi princes, for the Saudi princes,
not pocket change, but maybe like
a guy spent
a mortgage payment.
$400 million on a flipping painting.
Well, it depends what it was.
It was a Da Vinci.
I would spend $500 million on
Leonardo
George Washington crossing the Delaware, and I know Johnny would too. It's a beautiful painting.
It is beautiful.
Beautiful friggin' painting.
Yeah.
But Da Vinci, I don't know, man. It doesn't do it for me.
Well, there's only like 10 Da Vincis in the world.
Weren't they like destroyed during like World War
A lot of them were destroyed.
Yeah.
It's like the Mona Lisa's in good shape, and the Last Supper's in good shape, and then like a few of them. And then there was that one, and then he's $400 million bought it, no problem. So what would he pay?
But it's all investments to them. They have budgets for this stuff, because $400 million is you're putting $400 million down on a Da Vinci painting, but you're gonna be having all these parties because everyone wants to see the Da Vinci painting in your living room.
Paintings only go up.
It's an investment.
This fits into the Messi argument.
Okay, let's hear
where Messi is like the Da Vinci painting because there ain't Messis growing on trees. There's one Messi.
Yeah.
And if you pay him. I don't even want to know what he's going to ask for. He's a bit older now. Like he's like 31, 32. He's a bit older. But still,
well, that's the difference.
How many people are going to be walking through the turnstiles to see him?
Lots.
Absurd.
Absurd
amount.
In 10 years.
Like when Neymar went from Barcelona to Paris for like 250 million euros. So it's like $300 million. They made it back within the first 2 weeks just on jersey sales.
Really?
And when Pogba went to Man United, it's crazy in soccer. The money's insane.
These guys are celebrities. And every time these guys go to because there's so many, every small town is a freaking team, you know that.
Mm-hmm.
And every time these guys go to these towns, it's an event. Every hotel in that city and the next city and the next city is booked completely. It's just this one guy is a huge commodity and investment for these soccer clubs and even these small towns. So one guy makes a killing for these European cities and stuff. So that's why $1 billion, like, that's nothing for Messi, If that means you're going to be getting jersey sales, you're going to be getting TV deals, commercials, ads, you're going to be getting everything. On top of that, you're going to be getting ticket sales. It's not a bad investment at all.
Like if Paris spent $300 million on Neymar, and they made it back in 2 weeks, how much do you think Messi would make a week?
Oh,
in a week?
Yeah. Oh,
because you think the Kardashians have a lot of followers on Instagram? Messi and Ronaldo are like two of the most followed people on Instagram. And you look on Twitter, they're two of the most followed people on Twitter. We don't understand how big soccer is.
Yeah,
outside North America, we think of the MLS, and we're not into that. But globally, soccer
bigger than football. Bigger than football in America, do you think?
I think it's
way bigger.
I think
way
it's
bigger.
I mean, it goes. Cricket's obviously bigger than soccer, and then darts, and then soccer, and then frisbee throwing, and then
soccer just didn't catch on in North America. No, soccer, everywhere besides North America, it's the biggest sport. Not even close, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say, Gav? About you were gonna say something?
Well, I was just gonna say you're totally right, and like that's why, like I said, ties back to the point. Like soccer is the biggest sport in the world. Obviously,
not even close.
Not even close. Bigger than football in America. Because Americans, they want to see, if they're gonna sit around for 90 minutes and watch two teams play, they want to see guys killing each other. They don't want to see guys passing the ball and jogging up and down the field.
That's why baseball's on the viewership's going lower.
Viewership's going down, but baseball's coming back next week.
Yeah,
July
we're looking forward 24th. To that.
Can't wait.
So the deal is, with we can even bring this to the Mahomes deal. Could Mahomes he can probably generate the money right away. Because there's a ton of little kids in Missouri or in Kansas City, or even my next door neighbor probably has a Patrick Mahomes jersey. Those add up.
Yeah.
They're like $100 a pop.
They're way too expensive, to be honest. But
they're really expensive.
Yeah.
And people going on the road. The Chargers have no fans at home. Let's call a spade a spade. They have no fans at home. Right? There's no one shows up. When the Packers were in Los Angeles with the Chargers, there was more Packer fans at the game than Chargers fans.
Yeah, don't blame them.
But let's say when Mahomes goes on the road, people are going to say, I want to see that game. I went to an Oilers game this year, not because I like the Oilers, because I want to see Connor McDavid. Yeah. I just want to see the best
people
players.
Want to see. They want to see the $500 million man. That's what they want to see. They want to see the guy who everyone's raving about. Obviously, they don't care. I mean, people will travel hundreds of miles to go to Kansas City to see this guy play. I would do it.
Well, and it's the stories too. I'm fortunate enough. I've got to see Crosby play. I've got to see McDavid, Ovechkin, and I'll tell my grandkids, do you remember who Sidney Crosby was? Well, I actually saw Sidney Crosby play or something. And it's the same with. I know we're not. Like, you look at Dolphins games, the most sold-out Dolphins game all year was when Brady and the Patriots were in town. It's just, and when LeBron goes on the road.
Right. You got guys coming from Hong Kong.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's just, those athletes, Kansas City is getting a return on their investment.
Yeah. How long is it going to take, do you think?
That's the question.
It's a lot of money.
Because you're going to get it on the field. But a lot of these teams... Well, you can talk about your Knicks. The Knicks, I don't think, care about winning. They just care about making money.
I don't want to talk about the Knicks right now.
Yeah, but they just care about making money, right?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Like,
James Dolan is...
They're selling Patrick Ewing jerseys.
Yeah, for sure.
On their website.
I got a Bernard King one the other day.
Yeah.
The thing with the NFL is, I think, because the NFL is massive, not only in America, but in Canada. Like, I'd say the NFL football is probably the biggest sport in Canada. And we have...
Besides the NHL.
So... And we have our own league. But the thing about the NFL is that, like, not many games go where most games are pretty much sold out. Can we agree? Like, except for the Chargers, like you said, unless the team's totally tanking. Like, even Miami's putting up good numbers, and they're struggling to win a game. That's the thing. So they have they can afford to spend big bucks on these guys because they can, they have a better chance of paying it off rather quickly just on revenue. Fan revenue and tickets at the gate alone. NHL a little harder because if you get, like, we look at Atlanta or Anaheim even today, you can count how many fans are in the freaking arena on your screen. You can count it. It's not that hard. So, like, NHL, but NFL, it's a lot harder to make your money back on retail alone, plus jersey sales, plus commercials, plus ads all over in Missouri and all over even the world, maybe. It's gonna be a lot easier.
There are many times I've seen that Head and Shoulders ad with Troy Polamalu.
Defense,
I still see it.
Offense, defense.
Yeah, exactly. Even Baker Mayfield. He's in how many progressive commercials do you have to be in?
Baker Mayfield too. Yeah. Like he's nowhere near better.
All the time turning on the electricity. Oh my god.
Those are funny. I'll give it to them.
So these guys are making in crazy money, but we're talking about, is it worth it? And it's definitely worth it for Kansas City to do it right now. No question.
Yeah.
Because they're going to make it back right away.
Yeah. Especially after the Super Bowl.
But they don't. It's a lot of money. They'll make it back, but they want to make sure they're getting a return on.
Then they want their profit. It's a business.
Exactly. It's like what Gav likes to say. It comes down to.
Tommy.
To dollar and cents.
At the end of the day, whatever it is, football, soccer, hockey, golf, badminton. Comes down to dollars and cents.
It comes down to dollars.
You gotta put butts in the seats.
You gotta put.
And they will have no problem doing it.
You got to put tush on the pine. That's what we like to say.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, you told me the seats at Arrowhead Stadium are not pine. They're actually made of a fabricated substance.
It's hard and oak.
Right. So, obviously, we're going to talk a lot more about this Patrick Mahomes contract. We all think he's worth it now. And we think it's a no-brainer for the Chiefs to do it at the minute. But, as we do on every Tommy John show,
have a little fun.
We have a little fun. We have some games. So, unless you've been living under a rock, you know that Madden 20 ratings have
21?
just dropped. Or 21.
21,
no,
I think.
I don't even know anymore.
Madden
21?
Madden 21. It's always a year more because they can't.
I don't even play.
It's always a year ahead, so it's available by Christmas.
Tommy has
they've been living under a rock.
Yeah, I know. Yes, but Madden 21, and they announced a few of their ratings. So, Gav, what are we going to do?
So, here's what we're going to do,
implement this into the...
We're going to make a little game out of this. So, obviously, they came out with the ratings. The ratings have been all over the place. Some are happy. Some are sad. Some are not happy, Some of the big ones, the notable ones, we saw our boy Patty Mahomes, 99 overall. Huge achievement. What do you guys think? You think that's...
Yeah,
I think if you
he might be more high about that than the $500 million.
Yeah, you know what? With our generation, we saw other guys, Christian McCaffrey getting 99. Big things. I've got some guys here.
Stephon Gilmore's a 99 overall. Shout out New England Patriots.
I think give it to anyone.
I think I'm a 97.
Yeah, I know. Stephon Gilmore is the best corner.
So what we're gonna do is I have 10 guys here, okay, and I have their overall rating. Okay.
Ooh.
Obviously, it's on 99. You don't get 100. I mean, I'm 100 in my game, but that's a hack. So no one else can get 100.
This is just base when the game starts.
Exactly. So I have 10 guys here. I'm going to say their name, and you tell me what you think their overall is.
Okay.
Okay? And even if you know it, act like you don't know it. Just have fun here.
Well, I don't know any of them. So
I think Joe Burrow is an 84.
Okay, and then after,
funny enough.
That's not it. And then you say it. I'll keep notes, and the winner will get some sort of prize. I'll take notes, and then so you guess what it is. I'll tell you what it is, and then we'll debate whether or not the person is.
If
that suits them, we can do closest. Okay. Sure, why not? Price is Right, close without going over.
Yeah, exactly.
No, and then I'll say, okay, does he deserve it? Does he not deserve it? Why or why not? Does he deserve more? Does he deserve less? All right, so we'll start off in Tommy's, not Tommy's. Sorry, I get so mixed up. You guys look so alike. In Johnny's, the Concrete Jungle, Saquon Barkley. What is he ranked on Madden 21?
What do we think he should be ranked?
No, what do you think? No, guess what he is. What you think he's ranked. And then after we'll get into what we think.
Yeah,
I think he should be like a 94.
Okay. 94.
I think he should be.
Tommy says 94?
No, I don't think he's a 94.
Okay, sorry.
I feel like he should be a 94 or 93.
I'm going to say, I would say low 90s. I'm going to say 93.
93?
I'll go. Are we doing prices right, lowest, without going over?
Just trying to get on the head. But yeah,
91.
Okay. Tommy Lane, you were right. Saquon Barkley is a 91 overall.
Oh, right on the dot. Right on the dot. I did not know that whatsoever.
So Tommy he has all the sheet. He has the sheet of all the ratings. Tommy, you're fired from your own show. How do you feel? No. Okay, so Tommy's off to a smoking start.
So I thought he should be a 91. Seems fair. I would have put him a bit higher.
You said a bit higher. Okay.
I think he deserves to be a bit higher.
Yeah, I thought 93 was a fair thing. I guess not.
I want Saquon to be a 99 overall in one Madden just to be the most OP player ever. It was like Mike Vick in 2004. I feel like Mahomes might be like that this year too, but I feel like Saquon at 99 overall would just be insane.
Yeah, it's overpowered.
Yeah. So what do you think? You think 93, 94 is a fair rating?
Yeah, I don't know. In my opinion, Saquon's a top 3 back in the league. So I think he should be top 3.
I think it's him, McCaffrey, and Derrick Henry right now.
Yeah, probably.
So
yeah, I don't think I can assume if he's only 91. There's probably more than 2 guys ahead of him.
McCaffrey's 99.
Yeah,
McCaffrey's 99. I'm sure there's at least 1 or 2 guys in between that. Yeah. I think he should be
Derrick
top 3.
Henry, I think, and then
could be, yeah.
All right.
So yeah, I think in 93 is a fair rating, but I guessed it right. What do you think?
What are you gonna
Lucky
do?
guess.
All right, next up, Lamar Jackson of the Baltimore Ravens. Where does he rank?
This is tough.
Oh man,
this is tough.
I would, if I was rating Madden, he is the cover athlete, so I don't know if they give more.
I mean, you're not gonna put a schlub.
Yeah, obviously.
This guy's gonna.
If I were to rank Lamar Jackson right now, I would give him an 88 on Madden.
An 88, okay.
But I think Madden's giving him like a 93.
Okay, 93.
I was going to say 95 from the get-go. That's what I think.
I would give him 88 because if Mahomes is 99, he's not on the Mahomes' level.
Well, I think
this is my
95
personal
is
opinion.
Fair. Yeah.
But I think he's 93.
I'm going to say 95.
Say 95. Ooh, so close. Right in between you guys.
94?
Lamar Jackson is situated at 94 overall.
So
we're good. We're really good.
You guys are good. I mean, you guys are good. Just join together as one human or something like that, and you guys will be killing this.
Well, if you do the average, we were at 94.
All right, tell me. Okay. But, you say he should be an 88.
I would, if I was creating a game, it'd be 88, and everyone would be mad at me.
But you could. Honestly, there is some truth to the fact that they're upping the cover athlete.
They are upping the cover athlete.
Yeah.
You're not gonna make him 99 because he's not a 99 player. But you don't want to make him like 82. You know, like I got the game. I'm on the cover and I'm an 82.
In 2004, Mike Vick was like a 99 overall. But in 2004, will you tell me Mike Vick's better than Peyton Manning? Or no?
No.
Is he better than Tom Brady? No.
No.
But he was in the game because he was the cover athlete. Yeah. So they kind of they bump up the cover athlete.
It makes it a little fun. Like that's a legendary game.
04 is well, yeah.
It's up to like Bo Jackson's game, where he was just physically unstoppable.
Yeah.
That's now.
But I think he should be an 88. What would you think he should be rated if you were rating the game?
If I was rating the game, I'd probably have him as a number 3 quarterback. I don't know what Deshaun Watson is.
94 speed, sure, but 90. I mean,
he probably has 99 speed.
Yeah, he probably has 99 speed. Yeah.
But so you'd say he's a 90? Would he crack your 90?
I'd say probably 91, 92.
Okay.
Okay.
I was a bit harsh with 88. But
A little
I
harsh,
think that was
but hey,
low. I
man,
was going to say
we're having
90s a
fun here.
cutoff.
Because you said Mahomes is 99, so I think he's a tier lower. So that.
Fair enough. I see what you're saying.
Yeah. All right. What's next?
All right, next up is Tommy Lane's Tom Brady.
I know this for a fact.
I know this too because Tommy told me.
Yeah. We know it's 90 on the
90.
dot.
No, it's
Yeah.
90. And
He should be 104. No, he's no.
Do
I
you
know
think he
he's
deserves 90?
Yeah.
I think at this point when you've been playing 20 years, they kind of know. And
Like 3 years ago, it was
Yeah,
99.
I think it's also
he
a
was 99 like
res-
3 years ago.
I think it's also a respect thing too, you know?
You
Like-
can't have him in the 80s.
Yeah, exactly.
no.
How you going to have Tom Brady as like an 88 or an 85?
No, you
Come
can't.
on.
He's a 90 for sure. But so we can, we knew that one.
yeah, all right, next up, Mile High City, Von Miller. Where does he rank?
Oh,
That's actually
I don't know
tough.
if he dropped. I don't
Von
know.
Miller.
I would rate Von Miller right now as an 89. And I
89.
think Von Miller is
In the game.
87.
You think he's an 87 in the game?
I'm gonna
I
say
feel like they don't like Denver.
I don't cause,
He hasn't had a great last 2 years.
I feel like anything less than 87 is too low. I got to go 88.
88.
88.
Well, you guys hate Von Miller because Von Miller in Madden 21 is ranked at 97.
Oh my God.
Really?
He's ranked at 97.
He didn't. Whoa. He
Yeah,
wasn't
if
even
this
the
was
best
three-
defensive
if this
player
was-
on his team
If
last
this was
year.
3 years ago, I'd say yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
but
90. Yeah, I would say 99 when
97.
in 2015. I thought what? He's
That's-
a 97.
Yeah, I mean, he's the highest rated player on the Broncos. 97 overall.
where-
that seems high to me, man.
That seems really high.
Hey,
yeah, what's Bradley Chubb's?
Yeah.
well, I'm not I don't know everything, bro. I have a.
You got the computer guy, right?
Sorry, okay, bro. What's it? Say that.
Bradley Chubb.
Bradley
Brad-
Chubbs. Okay. Bradley
Not Nick Chubb, Bradley Chubb.
Yeah.
But
Brad.
albeit he's still one of the best defensive players in football, but he's
He's top. He's top 10.
He's not what he was.
Exactly. He's not the
Like-
Finals MVP or
Super Bowl
Super Bowl
MVP. He
MVP.
didn't lead the
was,
league
yeah.
in sacks. That was the guy Barrett.
See,
on,
I remember hearing his name like once last season.
Chandler
I can't
Jones
remember.
has had better last 3 years, like
Yeah, for sure.
sack wise.
97. I would never have guessed that every time.
Bradley Chubb is at an 8. Last year he was at an 81.
But he had a good year last
He did
year.
have a good year.
So I don't know, but
Huh.
Anyway,
that
97
seems,
Kinda surprising.
97 seems
When
really
that's why I put it there
high.
because I was like, that
Surprising.
seems very high.
That seems really
Well-
high. Are you sure it's not 87 and you mistyped it?
I double checked. I was
Well-
scared. I was shivering me
97.
timbers.
Not that it matters,
Still.
but I said 88, so I was closer. So
We're not trying to
I
take a
wouldn't
shot
have
at
that.
Von Miller because I still think like we said, he's a top 5 pass rusher.
Yeah, for sure.
But
But
97.
he's
Two
not-
away from 99. Like,
I don't know if it is
Like
just
Von
without-
Miller 4 years ago, 3 years ago, yeah.
Without question, I think that's too low if you go 4
Yeah.
years ago.
But
now,
he hasn't had a great last 2 years. People are going to pull up the stats. Oh, well, he had this many sacks. Look at Denver. They're not the same team.
come on.
I'm sorry. I hate to break it to you. They're not the same team, and he hasn't been the same Von Miller. Not saying, but when you're from here, on your way down, you're still coming down from such heights.
Exactly. You're still, high.
insane. 97 is outrageously high.
97.
I didn't think he cracked 90. I was
I
surprised.
put 88.
Yeah. Well, I put 88. You put 87.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. So I was closer. So
All right,
I went
next
out.
Johnny
up,
wins that
we're
round.
going to stay on the defensive side of the ball. J.J. Watt.
Well, I don't know how they're rating it right now because
Well, yeah, I think
J.J.
I'll-
Watt might be a 99 because they think we're in 2012 right now, and we're
Defensive
not.
player of the year season.
Yeah. He can't be over 90, can he?
I
He
don't
hasn't been
want him
good
to
the
be.
last few years.
I'm
He
gonna
was
say,
on SNL.
I'm gonna say 92. 92. I'm gonna
I'll
say.
go 89. I would give J.J. Watt an 89 right now. 88. In the Von Miller. But I feel like Von Miller's better than him right now. He is.
Yeah, that's why I say if Von Miller's 97, I'm gonna say
I would
92
give Von
for
Miller.
JJ.
I would give J.J. Watt like an 86 right now.
Yeah.
But he has to be over 9. I'll go 89.
92.
89 and 92.
If he's 97, I'm jumping out of
J.J. Watt is 98 overall.
No.
Kidding me, guys.
You have the wrong game.
I looked it up
You
again.
have the wrong
I looked it
game.
up again.
You
unless,
have the wrong
Unless
game.
there's another J.J. Watt in
Just
another
like-
game.
No
TJ
way.
Watt?
No. This is the
I will.
wrong
I will
game.
put it up
This
to the.
is-
I will put it up to the camera right now. I will do that right now. You guys.
No.
you guys
We
talk-
believe you. Are you serious? He's a 98 overall. I don't know if that's allowed, Gav, on YouTube.
It's Google.
Well, I don't know if we have the rights to
Who
that.
cares?
Cut it out.
Oh my God.
98 overall.
No, is this Madden 21?
Houston Texans. This is the HoustonTexans.com. Okay, I don't know how more legit.
91. No.
Houston
2020.
Texans.
2021.
Houston Texans. J.J. Watt earns a 98 pass rusher rating. Hold on.
Oh my God, what are these stats?
J.J. Watt Madden player ratings. EA Sports.
If he's a 98, I'm jumping out a window.
He's 98 pass rushing. Okay, but hold on. That, you know what? You could have called my bluff.
That's insane.
No, if not J.J. Watt's a 98 overall, I'm jumping out a window.
That's because I looked it up.
He is?
We're getting word here.
No. Come on.
That's way too high.
98's one away from 99.
Okay, hold on. Okay.
Oh my
J.J.
God.
Watt.
And I love J.J. Watt.
I love the guy too.
He's
a hell of a player.
Washed.
Jadeveon Clowney's better than him.
Yes.
I could name. Let's name defensive ends who are better than him.
Chandler Jones is better than him right now. No question.
For sure.
Right?
For
not
sure.
even a
For sure.
discussion.
And he's not 99.
No, he's not. They're gonna give him like an 86 because he's on the Cardinals. They're gonna do him like that.
He was a 90. Okay, hear me out. He was a 97 overall last in Madden 20.
Okay.
97.
What is he this year?
I'm looking. I'm pulling that up right now because when I pulled it up initially, the overall came J.J. Watt 97, Madden 21.
It's insane.
Even if he's 97, that's outrageous. But like, you think who else you would take on? Would you take Dexter Lawrence over him?
Maybe not Dexter Lawrence, but I can't see how he could be a 98. He's not the best.
I would take Bosa, both Bosas right now.
For sure. You kidding me?
I would take that whole San Francisco defensive line.
I can't see how he can be that high.
So boys, we're getting confirmation. He is a 97 overall in Madden 21. In Madden 19. Oh, 98. Oh, 98. Excuse me. He's a 90. Yeah, I said 90. Yeah, I said 98.
What is this? This is this.
Yeah, 98.
Madden is off their
You're not
rocker.
the only person to be visibly upset about this, if I may say visibly. I have to add visibly because you are visibly upset.
I know.
Adam Schefter pointed out that it was ridiculous after only recording 4 sacks. Was it in 2019? 4 sacks.
He's a 98.
So I don't know who he's screwing at the EA Sports. But
Honestly.
whatever he's doing, keep it up because 98.
He had 4 sacks last year.
But who is closer? Johnny, you were closer.
Chandler Jones had like 20 and a half.
That's 2 in a row.
Is Chandler Jones 150?
Yeah.
What's it out of?
For middle-aged white men, it's out of 3,000.
Oh my God.
98. That's insane.
No.
I'm shocked.
No. I said I would give him an 86.
This has been confirmed by multiple sources, by the way.
Adam Schefter's, me and Schefter are on the same. What on earth is wrong with these people?
Yeah, who did he pay off at EA Sports?
Yeah, that's what I would have.
The people in Madden are slacking off. They're not watching football, clearly. Oh, J.J. Watt's gross.
J.J. Watt, Madden 21, a 98 overall.
No.
And you want to hear his breakdown? Okay, so speed, 77.
Okay, fair.
How do you...
Acceleration, I think, or accuracy,
yeah.
ACC.
Acceleration.
83. Strength, 97. No debating his strength. 97.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
AGI, whatever.
Agility.
Yeah, that makes sense. I was going to say agitation, how easily he gets agitated on the... No. He's at an 85.
So how does he go to 98? Then does this happen?
His awareness, AWR, I guess.
Yeah, awareness.
Is a 99.
His awareness is good.
And then his CTH, so his catheter strength.
I don't know. Who knows?
CTH?
Catch? Is that catch?
Could be catching skills. Yeah, that makes more sense than catheter, I think.
Yeah, I think so
60,
too.
Is at 78.
Yeah.
His carrying is at but he's at defense. Let's not forget. And his THP. I don't know. Is at.
You mean THC?
Is at THC. His THC intake is at 20 these days. He's stoned out of his mind.
Yeah.
No, his THP is 20.
Honestly, so what Madden is this?
Unless this doesn't add up to. Hold on. Let's look at his defense. Okay, he's a 98 in tackle.
Yeah, his defensive stats
are 98 in touch,
99.
whatever. He's a 94 in IBL. Honestly, none of these. This is rigged, dude. I don't even think there's not many of these. He's 98 in.
Did you see my face when I heard J.J. Watt was a 98 overall?
No, you said if he's 97, I'm jumping out a window.
Sacks.
And then I was like, well, buddy, you're jumping out of.
He had 4 sacks.
That's insane.
Well, then I don't know what they're measuring. Then why is Tom Brady a 90?
I don't get what the thought process could have been.
And I saw Deshaun Watson's at 86.
I don't. I feel like this is just for clicks at this point. I think this is bait to get people to be hyped up over Madden.
Because I mean,
and then they'll adjust it when the season starts.
It is a video game. It's a video.
But it's based on reality.
It's based on reality, which is why it's such a popular game. But like, big guys like J.J. Watt in the game, you know, like, oh, I got J.J. Watt in my ultimate team. You know, this guy's sick 98. Like, it's a
well, you could have like a throw. I don't know how the ultimate team works. You can have like a throwback card, and you can get a 98 J.J. Watt, which is entirely possible because he was the best defensive player in football for like 5 years.
For sure.
But come on now. Come on. 98.
Johnny wins that round.
Why? Because
I was higher than you. I said
he was 92, 94. You said 92. Yeah, whatever.
I said he was. I gave him.
You gave him 43, Tommy.
No. I said he would be an 80 something, but I said I would give him an 86.
That was
all right. So before we get too angry, we'll move on.
98.
This is number
outrageous.
4, number 5.
Now I know what they're doing right now. So now see.
We're moving on to number 6 now.
Number 6.
Well, Tom, do we count the Tom Brady? I gave you guys both Tom Brady.
Well,
yeah, we'll
we do that already.
Now we'll go to Jamal Adams. Where do you think
Interesting.
Where do you think he ranks?
Well,
I would give him a 96.
96.
Well, yeah,
okay.
Von Miller is 97 and J.J. Watt's 98. Then I guess he's 106. But
I would give him a 96.
You give him a 96?
I think he's 97.
97 in the game. Wow. Okay.
Well, they're jacking up these ratings like there's no tomorrow.
I'll say 96. Yeah, 96. Even though I do think it's 97, but I want to say the same as Thomas.
Okay,
so
boys.
Uh-oh.
Jamal Adams is a 92. He's a 92.
How is Jamal Adams?
I get that's like I feel like that's accurate though, but I was going high because everything else is.
We were
going
high.
No, honestly, you know? Yeah. Don't go high. Just go. Like, don't give it a multiplier.
I would give him a 96. He's the best safety in football. So I feel like if you take the best from each position, should be high 90s, right?
I think the best player at each position should be easily high 90s, if not 99.
Well, I don't know if you can give everyone a 99. Like Mahomes, Gilmore, and
maybe like 95 up.
McCaffrey are 99.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know.
Okay.
92 is a bit low for me.
I think 92 is fair, honestly.
I think it's a bit low. A tad low.
I think it's fair.
I feel like if you want to go 94 I would have been like, that's solid. 92 is a tad low. I think the Jets bring him down.
So you guys both went over. No one gets the point? Is that how we're working?
No, I was closer.
Would you guess? I guess 97.
I said 96.
You said 96.
So
you think he's a 97? You said 97. Johnny's
that's 3 in a row, by the way.
Well, okay, so Tommy, you had Saquon right on the nose. That has to be 2 points. But
I got Saquon
we didn't say that. You got Saquon and Tom.
No, I got another one. Who's the second one?
Lamar Jackson.
Did I get Lamar? No, did you guys?
What was Lamar's overall?
What's that?
What was his overall?
95. You got Lamar.
94.
So you're beating the crap.
Yeah, no, I think it's 4-1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So like
it's 4-2.
5. Oh yeah.
5-2.
5-2.
Yeah,
we both get Brady.
I'm losing.
Yeah, you're getting slapped around. Yeah. Okay, let's continue.
All right, so next up, Khalil Mack.
Oh my God.
Khalil Mack.
They're stuck in the past. There's another one I'd take over Von Miller and J.J. Watt right now.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I would give him a 9. If based on these ratings, I'll go 97.
97. Okay, is that what you think, or what you think he is in the game?
I would give him a 9. Well, what I would give him, because I'm harsher. I would give Mahomes a 98. 98 says I don't do 99s. I'm not that 99 stuff.
Nobody's perfect.
No one's perfect. I would give him a 90. In my ratings, I give him a 94, 93, because Mahomes is 98. But in this game, I'll go 95. I feel like the game gave him 95, but it might be 98.
You feel like the game gave him 90? You said 97 initially.
Okay, fine, 97.
Okay.
I'm going to say, I might be lowballing a bit. I'm going to say 91.
91.
No way, 91.
Lowballing a bit.
No way, 91.
All right, Tommy, I'm glad you went back to your initial decision because he is a 97 in the game.
Oh! I've got 2 right on the
Tommy's
dot.
got 2 right on the nose.
So.
Good thing doesn't mean anything, so.
Yeah, true. I'm in a big hole right now. I hate these rules.
Yeah.
I've got 2 right on the dot.
Well, if you win out, you tie, so congrats.
That's true. Yeah. All right. Yeah, okay, now we're having fun.
He's worth 97.
I guess. I don't know why I lowballed him. I guess I just thought.
You low 91.
Yeah.
This game's messing with our minds because how is J.J. Watt better than Khalil Mack? How is J.J. Watt better than Khalil Mack? That's a story for another day. He has no chance. My goodness.
All right, let's move on.
What are the people at EA and the Madden department doing with these ratings?
They're fun, man. I don't know.
Khalil Mack I agree with, but J.J. Watt and Von Miller are still outrageously high.
All right, next up, Myles Garrett. Cleveland Browns.
I would take him over.
Biggest, a big contract.
Biggest contract ever by a player that's not a quarterback. $100 million guaranteed. Congrats to him.
Impressive.
90. I would give him a 93. But I'm going out of the Mahomes 98 scale.
I'm going to say 95.
I feel like he has a 95. Oh, no. You guess 95?
Yeah.
You guess 93?
No, I'll guess 94.
He's a 93.
No, but I win. I'm close to
93. You still win, but just not as tasty, you know? Tasty, that's Tommy word.
Man.
So I'm like, go with your gut.
But here's the thing.
Go with your gut.
So they're telling us that J.J. Watt and Von Miller are better pass rushers right now than Chandler Jones, than Khalil Mack, than Myles Garrett, than both Bosa's.
Yep. I guess so.
What are they doing? Better than Clowney?
It doesn't. I feel like they're looking too much in the past.
I know because no one watches. Because I don't think there's a guy in Madden who's evaluating defensive performances like, aha. He's clearly the best defensive player in football. No. They just like points and offense. And everyone raved about. Is Aaron Donald not 99?
Wasn't he last year 99?
Yeah.
This year was
Aaron Donald is a 99 overall.
He is? Because if J.J. Watt was higher than Aaron Donald, I would have had to jump out of the window.
I would have.
So the top five players in the game: Aaron Donald 99, Christian McCaffrey 99, Patrick Mahomes 99, Stephon Gilmore 99, and J.J. Watt at 98.
How is J.J. Watt the fifth best player in football?
Well, in the virtual world.
Oh my God!
4 sacks.
He had 4 sacks last year. He's probably the 4th best player on his team. I would have taken Deshaun ahead of him last year. I would have taken DeAndre Hopkins ahead of him last year.
Oh, are you kidding me?
So he's the 3rd best guy on his team. They have him the 5th best guy in the league.
4 sacks. 98 overall. That's impressive.
It's impressive.
Are you messing with me?
Tell me. I will show
Who else? Is there anyone else at 98? Is there anyone else at 98?
I have the transcripts right here.
Is there anyone else at 98?
Anyone else at 98? J.J. Watt is the only player in the game at 98.
Are you kidding me?
Khalil Mack at 97. Russell Wilson 97. Von Miller at 97. Cameron Jordan 96. Fletcher Cox 96. I could go on all day. Chandler Jones is at 95. Jalen Ramsey.
Whoa. Fletcher Cox is higher than Chandler Jones?
These ratings, they must not be based off fact and just
I think it's just
else.
like popularity also has a big thing to do. I think.
What's Odell? 100?
I think people like to play with certain guys in the game. You know, J.J. Watt. People always want to play with J.J. Watt. I don't know.
J.J. Watt is the 5th best player in the game, and the only people who are higher than him are 99.
Yep.
So they're saying the only players in football better than J.J. Watt right now is Mahomes, Gilmore, McCaffrey, and Aaron Donald.
If you exclude 99 overalls, he's the best player in football. So that's saying something.
Let me ask you this.
Uh-huh.
How many guys, theoretically, would you take over J.J. Watt right now? 20?
Oh, like the whole league?
Yeah. 50?
Maybe 25.
Was he in the NFL top 100 players this year?
Oh, yeah, for sure. But
J.J. Watt?
He probably was in top 100.
I don't know. He had 4 sacks.
That's true. It's very
he had 4.
Honestly,
and he's a 98
maybe
overall.
I can think of probably 30 guys. Not off the top of my head,
but I can 30 defensive
30
ends I'd rather have over him right now.
Really?
No, maybe not.
So that's the whole league.
Oh my God. I'm in disbelief. I thought it was a mistake. Because we would.
Me too.
Oh my God.
Yeah, they had to double, triple check that.
They probably just looked at Madden 2016 and you're like, you know what? That was the best Madden we ever done. Let's just. Oh my God.
Someone probably, when they typed it up, it was supposed to be 88.
It could have been
98. They're we'll just stick with it.
Turns out this guy's sick in the video.
98 overall.
98, yeah. What are you going to do?
And Von Miller's 97.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy.
It's entirely possible, though.
I guess so.
I'm borderline speechless right now. Oh my God.
I saved some words, though, because we have 2 more
guys.
guys.
We have 2 more guys. I don't know if I can take it.
We're going to go. This is more It's more fun. You know, it's for the kids.
For the kids.
Where? All right, here we go. Second, the penultimate question. Baker Mayfield. Where does he rank? What is his overall ranking?
I would give him an 84.
An 84. I was gonna give him that too.
I would give him an 84.
Interesting. I'm gonna go a bit higher, 86.
But I think I don't know if the game loves him or not. I'll give him an 80. I think he's an 85. I would give him an 84.
Okay.
I say 86.
Because he had a good rookie year.
Yeah, he did. Last year was a bit of a
terrible year.
Yeah, but
Freddie Kitchens had a lot to do with that.
Yeah, Freddie Kitchens is not a good coach.
You guys really like Baker Mayfield, and Madden does not.
Oh,
they gave him a 78 overall.
78.
78.
That's a low blow.
Isn't Joe Burrow like an 80?
We'll get to that.
Is Joe Burrow rated higher than Baker Mayfield?
Baker Mayfield's a 78 overall.
You can't.
It's a video game. I don't know. What do you want me to tell you?
No, but he hasn't played a game yet. And Baker had a great rookie season.
Okay, but that's the last question. So before you get,
is Joe Burrow the last one?
Joe Burrow's last one. So where did?
I think it was an 80.
You had an. No, for Baker. What did you say?
I guessed 80.
Oh, Tommy won.
You guessed 85.
I got 86.
Okay, so Tom. Ooh,
Tommy. They gave him a 78 overall.
And the last one, Joe Burrow hasn't played.
Hold up. I would argue that Baker had a better year last year than J.J. Watt.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I don't disagree with you.
Oh my God, this feels like a dream. That J.J. Watt's a 98 overall. What's the credentials? What is it? The most handsome football player?
Most jacked.
Most jacked.
The more built you are, the higher your thing is. How many tires you can flip.
There must be a girl in that department who's vouching because J.J. Watt's an attractive dude.
Yeah, his wife is
No, he's a 98. Look at him.
Look at him. He had 4 sacks.
Yeah, then there's the nerd in the back. He had 4 sacks last year. Justify this.
Okay.
Oh my God, Joe Burrow can't be.
I think Joe Burrow's an 80.
He can't be higher than Baker.
Joe Burrow. Oh, before we.
I would give Joe Burrow an 81 in my game, or 82.
You're giving in the Tommy Lane game in
give
lane 22, in lane 21.
In lane 21, I'd give him an 81.
All right.
I think he's 76.
Okay, 76. Johnny?
I think he's an 80.
You think he's an 80 in the game or in Misha's?
No, in the game, I think he's an 80. I don't have Misha's.
What would you give him in the Misha's 2020?
In the Misha's 2020? Oh, he hasn't played a game, like 70. He hasn't played yet. How can you even judge him?
I would give him an 81. I think there's no way he can't be higher than Baker Mayfield.
I agree, but then J.J. Watt is also not supposed to be a 98, so who knows?
These guys are all. I'll guess 76. But usually he'll be the highest rookie because he was drafted.
Yeah, for sure.
So Tommy says
they're gonna be like, Chase Young's a 98.
Tommy says 76. Johnny, you say 80.
80 on the nose.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the first annual.
No,
Madden.
I can't win.
I'll tell you.
So
I can't win. So it's a draw.
No, you can win.
No, it's a draw.
You
had to win out.
76. You got it on the nose.
Oh, I got on the
76.
nose.
He still ties, though. He ties.
Let me count.
It's 5 each. It's 5 each.
So
pow.
76. Tommy has 3. So obviously, but okay.
It's
so
a good thing.
Saquon
We didn't
Barkley,
make anything better for
Tommy
him.
won.
Yeah.
Saquon Barkley, Tommy won. Lamar Jackson,
Johnny.
Tom Brady, I give you each a point because you both got it.
So it's 3-2.
2-2.
2-2. And then Johnny, you got Von Miller.
Yeah.
Johnny, you got J.J. Watt.
Yeah.
Johnny, you got Jamal Adams.
Yeah.
And then Tommy got Khalil Mack. Tommy, you got Myles Garrett. Tommy, you got Baker Mayfield. And Tommy, you got Joe Burrow.
Oh, you threw in an extra one there at the end?
Oh, he threw in
Joe Burrow.
Is that 11 guys or 10 guys?
I threw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 10.
I counted 11.
Counted 11? Okay, so here. So
we want to do one more to.
Because I thought because I said if Tommy won out, we would have tied. Because he was at 5-2, and there were 3 guys left.
Okay, we'll go through it one more time. So, Tommy gets 1 point for getting Saquon. Tommy got Saquon on the nose.
I got Saquon.
Yeah, and then Johnny got Lamar.
And we both got TB.
And then you both got TB.
So 2-2 right now.
So 2-2, correct. And then Johnny, you got Von Miller.
3-2, me.
Johnny, you got Jamal Adams.
4-2.
And then Johnny, you got J.J. Watt.
5-2.
So 5-2.
So I need, if we were doing 10,
and then you said, we said you need to win out, which he did.
I said you need to win out the tie.
To tie, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But who else do you have?
So
Maybe
then you had, then Tommy got Khalil Mack.
5-3.
And then Tommy got Myles Garrett.
5-4.
And Tommy got Baker Mayfield.
5-5.
So there's 11.
So there's 11.
And then no, because you both got a point on the Tom Brady one.
Oh, that's true. Oh man,
no, that cancels out though, because we both knew it. So we're 5-5.
Okay.
I feel like we should have one more as a tiebreaker.
Yeah. Okay, we'll do one more as a tiebreaker because it was awfully close.
Yeah, because I want another chance to win this game.
Oh my god!
I could count the Tom Brady, but we'll do one.
You can't count because we admitted. We said, well, we know what the rating is.
You're right. We
both knew it was a 9.
Say, hey, it's the first time for everyone here. I'm an intern.
Well paid.
For now, at least.
Oh, real funny. Okay, it's loading. EA Sports is loading.
What is Nathan Peterman? Nathan Peterman is actually a 94 in Madden 2021. Do you believe that?
He's the third highest rated quarterback.
He's the third highest rated quarterback. Marcus Mariota surprisingly breaks 100 this year.
Tyrod Taylor is 104.
Yeah, I mean, what is going on?
Deshaun Kaiser's a 92.
Well,
Deshaun Kaiser. Okay, with that, they have a CFL version of the game, and Vernon Adams is a 110.
All right, last one for the road. This tiebreaker, okay? Winner take all.
Winner take all. Let's do it.
Kyler Murray. The 2018
very interesting.
NFL draft.
I would give Kyler Murray an 86.
You would give him an 86. Okay. In lane 21?
Lane 21, I give him an 86. He played very well.
Madden
Great thrower of the football. Puts a nice spiral on it. I like him at 86. I feel like the game gave him an 80. I'll just stick with 86.
86 on both. And Johnny?
This is very tough. Okay, I'm trying to play the odds right now.
This is Price is Right now, but except you can go over as long as you're closer, so not Price is Right at all.
I'm either gonna go. You said what? 95?
86.
Jesus.
Oh, I meant to say 85.
Kyler Murray, Johnny. Well, you
86.
don't know. He could be a 95.
I don't want to go same as Tommy. Let's go 85. And I'm gonna be
Did you want to say 86?
86.
Yeah, but I was gonna go 85 or 87.
Say 86.
No, I can't tie again.
Yeah, there's no point. It's a tiebreaker.
85.
Well, I just got the luck of the going first.
So 85, ladies and gentlemen. Now I can say it. The winner of the first annual.
New.
The first annual. You guys are both new. Madden 21, the Madden NFL guessing game. Tommy Lane. Because you guessed an 86. Actually, no, it's Johnny's.
Wait, what?
Kyler Murray's a 77.
Oh, come on!
You know, it feels good to be the champ. The champ is here. So
I hate Madden. How is he a 77? How is he worse than Baker? I'm about to walk off the set. Johnny, you're going to do the outro for today's show.
Champ is here.
What is Matt? I'm leaving. You can do the outro. Oh, my God.
I really wanted to give wanted to give it to Tommy because of his comeback.
No.
And then I was like, no, wait. He lost.
I'm leaving. I'm out of here. No way.
Well.
77?
Well, I guess that's all for today, folks.
No.
Tommy's throwing up on the side of the set here. This is not a sight for
He's
sore
a
eyes.
77?
77.
He's a 77?
Is that unfair?
What's Josh Rosen? 80, 89? 90? He's a 77?
I'll check for you right now.
Oh, man.
This is outrageous. I hate Madden. I'm not buying a new Madden at all. Because the game's not based on reality, clearly. I don't know what it's based on. We were going, I thought 86 was too low. I thought they were going to put him at 87.
Honestly, I was torn because I was going to go 86. Then I figured I was going to go either 85 if I thought it was lower. And I thought it was going to be above.
Yeah.
So I was going to say 87. But then I was like, I can't do that.
Well, I forgot Deshaun Watson's 86. I also did forget about that.
Yeah, when you put it like
but he
that.
shouldn't. Come on. Really? Deshaun Watson's 86?
All I know is that I won, and I'm the champ. You can call me the champ.
So Johnny, as the winner of this horrible, I can't even speak. My voice is cracking. 80. Oh my God. He's a 77. Kyler Murray's a 77.
He is.
You got the outro, man. I'm not going to speak again for the rest. Like, comment, subscribe. That's all I got to say. Oh, my goodness.
Well, Gav, any last words?
I thought it was a fun game. I thought it was very fun. A lot of curveballs. A couple curveballs hit Tommy right in the face, I think, visibly upset. But no, nonetheless fun. Maybe next time we'll do NHL. When the NHL video game comes out.
Sounds good. If Tommy can handle it, that is.
Austin Matthews will be 99.99999 in that game.
Honestly, Chris Neal, or I don't know, Andrew Shaw is going to be a 97. Or this is an old version. Luongo comes back in the game as a 98.
Nonetheless.
Who are they going to put? Oh, I can't even speak. Is Backstrom going to be 98? And that's basically
you know what?
Nick
That's another
Backstrom.
game. That's another game. And we will do that
Looking forward
when
to
the
it.
time comes, when they release.
Oh, my God.
But no, I think...
No. I'm sorry. Like, I can't even think. What are they doing? Like, are they out to lunch?
What they do is they put a bunch of random numbers in a bowl and they just pull out per player.
Tom Brady was 67.
Von J.
It's pretty crazy.
You got the outro, Johnny.
Well, everyone, for Tommy Lane, Gavin Delaney, I'm John Mishas. Thank you for watching.